and fabrication of block-polymer templated nanostructure. And if we better understand diffusion and the dynamics of SIS, we can work with not just a single, but multi-material SIS processes creating heterostructures. I think this figure from Lucego's review from 2 years ago nicely illustrates the application space that is out there for SIS reactions and processes. And we continue to explore and widen our knowledge in polymer chemistry and morphology, new SIS chemistries, as Ruben showed, and we've recently shown with our tin oxide SIS process, can widen our ability to design SIS process according to the application we'd like. And with this, I'll finish, and I'll be happy to answer any questions.
It's very interesting talk. If you are not so hungry, we can go on with question now. Any comments?
So great talk. So question about the heterostructure. So when you infiltrate first, I feel like you're gonna kind of occupy the whole cylinder, but you see sort of like down the bottom portion of the cylinder was infiltrated, but top was not quite well. So why is that? Like, I guess you should be kind of more like a uniform infiltration, but
you mean this?
Right.
Okay, that's a very interesting question. I can say that we don't fully understand it yet. I think that alumina growth and zinc oxide growth are quite different in alumina, and we create what I think is truly hybrid material at the molecular level. Zinc oxide might be more nucleation, similar to what Ruben showed with the indium and gallium. The fact that there's less contrast here in the middle might refer to a growth, because this is from block-polymer template, then the diffusion is through also the polystyrene domains, and then you see a gradient growth from the different surfaces. So maybe here in the middle, there's less alumina.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, just to follow up on that question, do you think you'd see this kind of vertical gradient if you were to just do it in a homopolymer of your PVP, or does it need the polystyrene domain to like go around, for the DEZ to go around the TMA?
Okay. I think it's possible, but we'll have to take careful design. So let's say you diffuse TMA and then introduce a second precursor. There has to be a good diffusion coefficient of the second precursor within the hybrid TMA polymer. If there's very low diffusion coefficient, then it's not possible.
But it would be if you had the styrene.
Yeah, but in homopolymer, you'll have to look very carefully into the different diffusion coefficient in the pristine polymer and the hybrid polymer.
When you do the CIS for visualizing the microphase separation of polystyrene and PMMA, you do the TM-EDX tomography, and we all know in TM-EDX tomography you have the signal-to-noise ratios, so you do the rendering. In the end, you get a nice picture of the distribution of the PMMA. But how confident can we actually be that what we see is really where the PMMA is located?
Okay, this is also a very important question. Okay, a little bit more. So, went too far. Okay, so over here, this is the hybrid film, right? The results I showed in the end, it's only inorganic. I remove the polymer, then it's not a problem. Inorganic is easy. So when I did this 6 years ago, I wasn't confident. To be confident, what I did is I calculated, let's see if I have it here. I don't think I have this slide. I calculated what should be the size of each domain according to theory, because block-polymer theory is well developed. And then I compared it with the statistical analysis I got from these images. And to tell you the truth, I was lucky. At that time, I did, okay, 3 cycles of alumina. Exactly, I got very good agreement between the theoretical size of cylinders and spheres I was hoping to get and what I measured in the TEM. Now I know, as I said, I was lucky. I could grow a lot of alumina or a lot of other materials, actually swelling a bit the dimensions of the infiltrated block, and then it wouldn't be a good staining technique. So you have to be wise. You have to do the staining exactly, and not at the maximum infiltration, but just enough to create contrast, but not too much in order not to swell too much.
So now we have lunch, and the session number 2 will start at 1:45 p.m. Please take care of your luggage and goods, because the room will be open and the building is open. And if you want, just in front of reception, there is a deposit for the luggage. See. The lunch is just outside the auditorium.